Welcome to Galaxy Manifesto. This is Yvonne. On the journey of learning love and wisdom, we're never alone. A warm welcome if this is your first time here. This is a channel where we use color perception method as a gateway to inner exploration, learning to awaken our sixth sense, dive into the subconscious, and walk the path of self-healing and greater happiness. It's the first weekend of August, and while the summer energy is still vibrant and strong, can you feel it? This is a subtle shift in the air. It's a quiet sense of turning inward. The days are still filled with sunshine, but the evening breeze has started to soften. As if gently reminding us, this summer isn't just about living loudly, but living with awareness. Many people take this time for short trips, seasonal festivals, and simply to pause and reflect on their inner world. And today, what we're diving into is exactly this energetic shift. From fiery passions to grounded presence, let's journey together into a deeper exploration of red energy and what it is trying to tell us.
Now I invite you to find a space where you can be completely quiet and alone. You may choose to sit down or lie down. Allow yourself to fully relax and feel at ease in your surroundings. Gently close your eyes. Now I want you to turn into yourself. Let's begin by focusing on your breath. Slowly inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale.
When you are ready, gently move your fingers and toes, keeping your eyes closed. With this deep sense of calm, ask yourself the first questions. What color is my feeling right now? Once you receive your answer, ask yourself the second questions. What color is my emotion right now? As you ask these questions, shift your perspective outward to your third eye and observe what color you sense in this moment. After receiving answers to these two questions, I recommend writing them down as a record for future references and analysis. If you don't see or sense any colors in your initial color perception practice, that's okay. Instead, try silently repeating the name of colors in your mind. Red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, purple, black, and white. Let each color pass through your visual awareness one by one until you feel that a particular color truly represents your current state. Color perception exercises are closely related to strengthening our sixth sense. I encourage you to learn to trust your intuition. Most of the time, the first image or idea that comes to mind without overthinking is your most honest inner voice. Just stay open and optimistic as you explore your own sensory experience. There's no right or wrong here, only discovery. This unique color perception method that I have developed is designed to enhance our intuitive spiritual connection with colors. This process focuses on strengthening our sixth sense using intuition to perceive the colors associated with our current physical and emotional state. Through this practice, we can gain deeper insight into our subconscious mind. In the upcoming videos, I will analyze different color combinations present in the form of cards. Together, we will explore how to perceive and interpret emotions through colors, and I will provide corresponding explanations to help us better understand our inner subconscious. Today, we're going to explore the first and second energetic aspect of deep red on top, red on bottom combination card. The first aspect is positive emotional imprint, and the second aspect It's the emotional imprint that can be improved. The color pairing of deep red above and red on bottom represents a soul imprint that still holds love and longing, even in the mindset of emotional wounds. Deep red symbolizes hidden pain and unmet emotional needs, while red reflects the inner will of act and be loved. Even after being hurt or thrown off balance in relationship, this energy still retains the courage and resilience to say, even I'm not loved, I still choose to love. It's the tender awakening from within the shadow, a quiet cry of love rising from silence, and a strength that grows through setting boundaries and rebuilding one's sense of self worth. This imprint is like a seed of both softness and strength, deep within the soul, reminding us that true love begins with healing ourselves. In our warmest memories, we often carry the imprints of love. These imprints are like colors in our inner world. Deep red above, representing passionate love and a steady goal, and red below, grounding us with warmth and security. Red symbolizes passion and power. It feels vitalities and action. This positive emotional imprint are like the nourishment of maternal love, helping us subconsciously recognize our self-worth. In the symbolic context of tarot card, the Empress's reverse, the color combination of deep red on top, red on bottom, which symbols a heart that appears calm on the outside, but still burns with inner embers. Deep red on top represents mature, suppressed emotions shaped by time, while the red on the bottom, it's like a flickering flame. It's an echo of love still yearning for connection. From a subconscious perspective, this represents a kind of emotional imprint of having deeply loved but never fully received. As psychologist John Bowlby describes in his attachment theory, when someone experiences genuine emotional giving in early life that goes unreciprocated, they often develop difficulties expressing or assessing feeling in future romantic relationships. This inner structure mirrors the color here. Deep red feelings remain inside, but the surface level desire is suppressed by the darker layer, leading to a calm appearance with a burning heart underneath. For example, you might have once loved someone deeply, giving them your patience and tenderness, only to be rejected or left unacknowledged. Instead of reaching outwardly, you bury that pain and love in your heart. Years later, even if someone truly worth loving appears in your life, you might find yourself hesitating because deep down your mind, you're still guarding that love that never found closure. Studies also show that this experience can strengthen a person's capacity for empathy. For instance, in 2012, research by Saki and Osner, published in Trends and Cognitive Science, found that individuals with deep emotional experience often show greater emotional sensitivity because their brains more readily active the empathetic stimulation system that helps them understand others' feelings. In other words, the subconscious gift of this color combination is an inner quality that whispers, I understand love. You may appear calm or not very expressive, but when your partner needs you, you are able to offer warm support, like a cup of warm water, a gentle hug, a simple but powerful word of comfort. That's not because you're outwardly passionate, but because you once dwelled deeply in love. You understand both its weight and its tenderness. So deep red on top, red on bottom brings a love that's quiet but profound. It reminds us just because someone doesn't say I love you often doesn't mean they don't love you. They may have been hurt before and now choose to love in silence. This hidden gentleness isn't just a memory, it's a love transformed into deep emotional wisdom, empathy, and understanding. The color combination of deep red on top, red on bottom reflects a subconscious trace of imbalance in love, emotional suppression, and a loss of self-worth. The deep red accumulates unspoken desire and hidden pain, while the red below represents attempts to act and please despite unmet emotional needs. This often stems from a belief that I must give to be valued, which can lead to over caretaking, emotional dependency, and difficulty expressing personal needs. These emotional imprints are frequently rooted in past experience of neglect, rejection, or manipulations. It might form a pattern of burning oneself out for love. When this energy is repressed for too long, it may result in anxiety, emotional outbursts, or relational burnout. It serves as a reminder. If we ignore our emotional needs, beauty and love become source of internal depletion rather than nourishment. Some memories leave behind emotional scars rather than warmth. This imprint may appear passionately red on the surface, but carry a cold, aching undertone. The passionate red energy may turn into frustration or anxiety. Deep red above represents idealistic hopes that have been unmet, while the red below reflects the agitation and fear it presents in reality. When this red force spirals out of control, it becomes anger or fear of love. Subconsciously, these wounds can be buried deeply. Freud believed that many inner conflicts and traumas lie dormant in the unconscious and shape our behavior. For example, a child who lacked emotional care may internalize abandonment, and this unsolved loneliness can make it difficult to trust others later in life. In tarot, the reverse empress symbolizes emotional disconnection or repression. They're being unable to express feeling freely or denying one's own needs and desire. This leads to hesitation or avoidance in love. In psychology, this often aligns with the concept of expressive suppression. It's a tendency to hold back emotional expression in order to avoid conflict or vulnerability. For instance, you might be the one who always quietly observes your partners, prepares breakfast for them, and handles all the small details in their life. But when you yourself long for a hug or to be asked, "Are you okay?" you shallow your words and tell yourself, "Forget it, I shouldn't be too emotional." In this case, the hairy and repressive nature of deep red overshadows the expressive desire of red, turning love into a quiet endurance of one-side giving. Over time, this emotional pressure builds up into silent resentment, and your partner may even misunderstand you as someone who doesn't need love, causing emotional distance to grow between you. This subconscious imprint often stems from early life, such as growing up in a home where emotions weren't welcome, where parents often said things like, "Crying doesn't help," or "You need to be strong on your own." Such words planted beliefs like "my needs are too much for others," which later shape adult love dynamics. This belief resembles the reverse Empress card. It's a once nurturing figure who, after being hurt, withdraws her love and care inward. But this imprint can be improved through mindfulness practice, inner child healing, or learning to express vulnerability within safe relationships. It's a path to emotional recovery become possible. For example, being able to say during a conflict, "I'm not okay, I just don't know how to say it. I really wish you would check in on me." This kind of emotional honesty allows the red of love and passion to return to the pictures, helping you break free from suppression and re-enter a relationship dynamic with mature giving and receiving. Often, it's not that you don't need love, it's that you have gotten used to hiding your needs. And that's where the power of love lies. It teaches us, little by little, that I'm allowed to speak up and I won't be abandoned because of it. This is the tender yet resilient love lesson brought by the reversed empress in the tarot. In our next conversation, we will dive even deeper into self-awareness and personal growth. Gratitude to the universe. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share so more people can discover the spiritual intuition behind colors and their deeper meaning. See you next time. Yoo-hoo!